Hey everybody, Mr. Bookie Boo here with the latest news from Bricksburg. It's been a busy month and I've got a lot to cover, so I'm just going to jump right into it. You're going to notice there's more lights. This theme this month is lights, lights, lights. I've been slowly adding more and more lights to my layout. The most latest addition is Assembly Square, which you see right over there, which looks fantastic lit up. Fabulous light kit. This is a Brick Loot light kit once again, and it really makes all the details inside pop. You can see inside, you can see all the wonderful little rooms and all the little detail that you rarely get to see in a modular. With the lights, you get to see it, and it just really is a fantastic addition, and I really love that light kit. It looks really cool sitting there. We're almost done with the lights for this half of Bricksburg. I actually just placed my order for Green Grocer and for the second pet shop slash townhome set. And so pretty soon this whole street here is going to be all lit up and it's going to look pretty amazing. I can't wait to see the finished result. The other thing that I'm also working on right now is I'm trying to spec out lights for my bridge. So I want to put some lights on the little cable stays, the blue cables, which for my little mini suspension bridge. I'd like to light that up somehow, maybe add a few lights to the tower. So I'm going to see how I can do that. Right now I'm just kind of thinking about it, kind of mapping it out in my brain, but I'd really love to do that as well over here. So we'll kind of do a quick little panorama so you can kind of see how everything is shaping up. Lots more work on the other side of town, Midtown, which is what I'm calling it, which I'm going to get over there in a minute. But you can see the city's starting to take shape pretty well. It's getting pretty full and getting pretty complete, I dare say. Of course, it's never really done, right? We got a lot. There's always things you can do, and there's always things. Once I finally feel like it's done, I'm probably gonna want to tear it apart and start over, right? So let's scooch down here a little ways and let's see what we can see. Not a lot of little detail changed in this area, but I will talk about this town square in the middle here. So just adding more detail and tile work. The Imperial Recruitment Center now has another floor in the middle. I felt it was just a little too low, and it's kind of like a quasi facade. So well, actually it is a facade, but it's like a half facade with a little bit of an interior. And so I felt it was just too low, so I needed to raise it up a little bit. So now that's got an extra floor, and it kind of sits a little bit better in there. I still have to add the rooftop elements to it. I haven't really had time to work on it, and I actually need to rebuild it. I'm going to show you behind the scenes so you can kind of see how things shape up. So if I get up and over, you can see the gap between the Imperial Recruitment Center and the brownstone. So I got to fix that. So I need to actually build the sides of the Recruitment Center a little bit more and make that, like I say, like a quasi-modular or like more of a fleshed out facade. And I'm actually going to show you an example of what I'm talking about in just a minute as I move a little bit further down. Like I say, just a little bit more tile work in the middle here, a few more details here and there. My boys love to get in here, and they're always adding minifigures and creating little vignettes and stuff. So if I zoom in here, you can kind of see some of the action. There's Sensei Wu fighting what is it, Pythor? It's one of those purple Ninjago dudes. I don't know all the Ninjago guys. And then there's a knight over there waving his flags. There's all kinds of, you never know what you're gonna find when you look around in here. It's kind of one of the fun things I like is I come in here after work and I'll see what the kids did to make it, alive and make it fun. We're gonna zip on down a little bit more here. There's that new double-decker tour bus that I got. I will admit that was the primary motivating factor why I bought that set. I wanted that bus. I thought it was a really creative idea. I'm kind of disappointed that there is no way to get to the second floor in the bus. So if you look, there's no stairs. So I have no idea how the minifigures get up there. I guess they have to climb up from the outside, or maybe they fly or teleport. I don't know. They use kid power, right? That's what Lego would probably say. But that's pretty easy to mod, to put a stairwell in there, a spiral staircase or something, because there's a lot of space right in the front area of the bus. And so at some point I'll probably mod it, but I love that. It's just really cool. I think that was one of the primary driving factors for buying that set. But I'm also going to show you, you're going to see some of the other parts that came with it. And it's actually all around. That Capital City set is pretty darn cool. So as we move along, you're going to see this area I like to call Midtown because it's kind of in the middle of the layout. Not exactly in the middle, but it's enough of in the middle. So what I decided to do here is I have a bunch of these little like mini modulars that I've built over the years. This one is from the previous set that was like Capital City. I forgot what it's called. You guys will tell me what it's called in the comments. It's like, what was it? It was like town. It wasn't Town Square. It was like Town Square, some square or something. It's not Assembly Square. Some kind of square. Anyway, that was that. So I built it up. I made it taller, made a back to it, added a little bit of detail, turned it into like I say, like a mini modular. The townhouse, this is the same thing. This is, you've seen these before too in my layout, in previous versions of the layout. The townhouse is there. That was one of the Creator 3-in-1s that I just fleshed out and added it back to it, added a little more detail. And then also the sandwich shop, which has been modified as well, added a little detail. I want to add a little more height to that one because it's a little lower than if you look in the other ones, and it looks a little too short, so I'm going to add a little bit of height to that at some point. The thing I really want to show you, though, is behind all that is my newest facade. And this is a new kind of style of facade, which I'm kind of digging, and I kind of think is going to be more, going forward, I'm going to do more of these because it was really fun to do. And if you follow on Instagram, the inspiration for this was from Woodles. So if you follow him, go check him out. Really cool, amazing creations he makes. And this is my interpretation of one of his designs. It's a facade, but if you look closely, you can see that there's actually like detail inside as well. So it's very narrow. It's like about 8 studs deep. And there's like so there's enough room to put like a couch, couple chairs, like a desk, things like that, to kind of give it a little more life to it and make it feel more alive. And I still have to add people to it. I want to add lights to it. That's going to be the next thing I do, is I'm going to start to light up some of the facades behind the city, a little like office light on here, something there, just to give it a little more life. But you'll notice, so this is kind of like the new style of facade that I'm working on now. It's like an evolution of my previous facades that I've done. And I'm pretty happy with the results. If I can get in a little bit closer with the main camera angle so you can see, it's just a simple like condo high-rise. And so there's the ground floor, there's like an equipment room floor, and then there's 4 floors with condo suites. And the idea is, they kind of go beyond that, but the facade gives you the, enough of the impression of like, people living in there and whatnot and all that. So pretty happy with how that's turning out. I'm still working on it. I'm still adding details, and I got to add the construction paper behind to kind of block it off so you can't see the wall through it. But it's coming along pretty nicely, and I'm pretty excited about that. This down here, where the construction crane is and the stuff, so that's just a vacant lot. So I turned it into a construction site. I got to add more detail and stuff. I'll add some construction workers. That's me hedging my bet that we're not going to get a corner modular, which probably pretty much guarantees that the next modular is going to be a corner, right? Because I've like designated a spot for a not corner, but we'll see, right? The diner was like a quasi corner. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping it's not a corner, but we'll see, right? But anyways, I'll be ready for the modular after this year's modular if it is a corner with that space. Or I'll do my own modular. I don't know. Anyways, it just was kind of nice just to fill that in, I have a little fence there. You'll notice actually right in front too right now temporarily, that is the ice cream truck that comes with Capital City. Again, awesome little truck, love it. Super cute design. It would fit in your Lego City. It could fit in Bricksburg because it has that like tuk-tuk vibe like the other trucks in Ninjago City. Really cool little fun build. It was a lot of fun. That was pretty good. I really like that one. Moving down. So you can see here what I've done. Between the sandwich shop and the Lego store, I have this little walkway, so that's how you get to the condo. I'm going to decorate that. I'll probably put some planter boxes, maybe some more benches. I don't know, maybe some street vendors, something in that little area. And I'll give you a little better angle so you can see. And then, of course, next to the condo is going to be another facade. Now, if you notice, while I'm talking about facades, just real quick, this is a good angle. So this shows you kind of the depth of the facades. So initially my facades were very flat. They were all kind of just flat on the wall, basically, which was good. It was fine. It looked okay. But what I did when I did the redesign is I've kind of staggered them and made it so they have more individual depth to the facades, which gives more depth to the whole city overall. If you just do a flat, a bunch of flat facades on the wall, it'll look okay, but it's not going to have that depth. This, as you can see, they're staggered, and so they have a lot. It looks a lot more realistic, and so I feel the effects, especially when you're doing photography and stuff, really pay off. So it's worth it to do that, and it's really easy if you are doing facades. You just, you know, just add a little bit of an extension, like I did on this dark bluish gray one. Sidewalls, just make them a little bit deeper. The tan building there are no side extensions. It's just flat against the wall. And then the light bluish gray just has minimal side extensions, like half of what the dark bluish gray one has. And then of course the condo is really deep because it has the interior that you can actually see. The other cool thing that I've been working on in this area, so there's more streets. Yay. And actually, I'll just talk about this real quick. So this, you've seen this before. I've added lights to the train station. So these are lit up, the little movie posters. So I added lights. Those are individual light kits. So Brickloot now has individual LEDs you can buy for specific projects, which I'm really excited about. And this is the first time I tried that out, and it worked really well there. I'm also planning to add more lights like here. And then also I've added a roof to the top of the stairwell because it just didn't seem complete enough to me. And I'm going to add some more lights under, and they're like projecting down on the stairwell as well. So the blue car, that comes to Capital City. That's a really cool, sporty looking car. Again, fun build, really neat little project to build. Fast build, really quick and easy, but really cool. And then also down here, let's see if I can get down here without tripping over everything. This is like the snack / bus stop that comes with Capital City. It's kind of a tall, big building. It's a lot bigger than I expected. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's like, you know, got a hot dog vendor and pizza and all the other usual Lego food that they sell. And then there's a little like bus stop on the end there. I'm probably going to mod that. I'd like to put it like right in this area because I think it looks cool, but I think it's a little too tall to fit in the foreground. So I may try to lower it a little bit and modify it and make it a little narrower so it fits so you can have more of a walkway in front here. I've also got the crossing of the crossing street here temporarily with Ghostbusters there. And over here, it's all cleared off now, mostly. So this area is where the newest like construction and stuff's going. I've been working really hard to kind of push, everything's getting pushed this way. But I've cleared off enough space here, so I'm going to extend the platform all the way to the wall, which is going to give me room for a couple more modulars down the road. Probably like maybe 3 or 4 more, so I can do my own creations or I can do the official Lego sets. And then what I'm thinking for this area is this is going to be like a marina / beach / marina beach. So I'm going to start working on that soon. So hopefully next month I'll have some progress to show you guys. Of course, we'll have the fishing shop there. I want to have boats. I'm not going to go with the big Lego boats. I love the big, you know, the big giant honking ones that come like through the Coast Guard set, those, you know, gigantic ones that you can put in the bathtub. I'm going to go with the mid-scale boats for the marina. So I've got a bunch of those Coast Guard boats that I've built. And then there have been some creator sets over the years that have come out that are pretty cool. That's more the scale I think I'm going to go with for the marina because I don't have a lot of room. And if I put like 2 of those giant boats, like the whole table is going to be covered, where I can get like 5 or 6 little ones in the same area. So I'm going to build some docks, do some other fun stuff. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for that. Otherwise, the rest, just real quick. So Hogwarts is still here. I'm tempted to take it out and move it, but for now it's there. If you guys have ideas on how I can incorporate that, let me know. And then, of course, Ninjago Land. Haven't done much here. Moved things around a little bit. The mountains are actually down on the floor here. They haven't gone away, don't worry. They're actually down here. I'm going to add them back at some point. But I haven't done much in Ninjago Land at all. But I do like the look of it. I really like the offset docks with the Ninjago City. And rumor has it that there's going to be another Ninjago modular giant set coming out next year. I know, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way. I thought that was it. I was like, there's no way they're going to make another set. And then they came out with the docks. And then now rumors are saying they're going to come out with like another set, possibly the not Borg, I'm thinking Star Trek, the Nindroid Tower, the Ninjago Tower or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? But I did add Destiny's Bounty in the back there, which I think looks pretty cool. And what I want to do over here is I want to make a big, tall seawall that's going to look very similar to the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon. Same kind of design with the bluish gray and the blue tops. I want to put that over there. So when I do photography this way, it's going to look kind of finished off, almost like a, you know, like a big seawall basically. So that's where we're at in Bricksburg. And it is coming along nicely, I think, right? So thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any ideas, comments, feedback, I'd love to hear it. You guys are my inspiration. Like your comments, your feedback, your cities, your layouts, your creations, all that stuff just inspires me. And it's one of the wonderful things about the Lego community is that interaction that we have and sharing of ideas and, you know, talking through ideas and working together to come up with really cool creations. So thank you for that. And I'll be back soon with another video. I'm gonna try to do another how-to video real soon, maybe another lighting tutorial. So keep your eyes out for that. Thanks for watching.